I got a very solid family. You know, my mum and my dad were both arrested when I was 5. Yeah, and when you're in school, you feel like, when your parents been in jail, bro, you feel like some sort of weight. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, people look at you like your Scarface is you, blood. You know what? Well, don't mess with him, man. But his parents went pen. Nah, bro, I didn't get none of that weight, blood. I didn't get none of that, brother. I didn't get none of that. My parents went to jail for foolishness. My mum was this innocent woman, man. My dad got her into it. She met my dad, he brought this shit to my mum, do you know what I mean? And then they had to go and serve a long time in prison. When you're 5 years old, a long time was actually 3 years. That's a long time, right? Because you change a lot when you're young, do you know what I mean? And you're missing some core years. So they got locked up and then we got pushed into foster care, right? So we're in the foster system. It was under like Islington, but I was living in Hackney. I grew up in Hackney. And we, you know, my experience of being in foster care was beautiful because it wasn't stereotypical. Because normally, foster care, you hear about kids moving around. There's no consistency in their life. And whether you are a parent who's going to bring up your child or not, consistency is what children need. Sometimes people get into fostering and they feel like, oh, I can look after people for a couple of months. But you know the sad thing about that, if your experience is beautiful for them and they've got to leave, that's damaging as well. Because imagine moving around and all you're thinking about is wishing that you can go back to that house. Thank God, man, I knew God had a calling over my spirit because we stayed in the same place from 5 years old to 18. Do you understand? We practically was part of this family. A lot of my traits come from my aunt who raised me. I call her my aunt, my foster care, I call her my aunt. She raised me. She was very integral. We're very similar in character. She taught me that you can do anything, try everything. You know, I played all kinds of sports. I was involved in drama school, everything, and I did everything. And I just knew that I could be whatever because she took us away, took us out of Hackney, which is needed. You know what I mean? Like, people in Hackney can't go to sleep unless they hear police siren. That's trauma. That's what that is. They go to a nice area, can't sleep until they hear whoop whoop. That's better. Now, let me tell you something about my siblings now, right? I got 2 sisters. Yeah, I got Anita and Namara. One of them has to cook. One of them loves to cook. You know who you are in here as well. Yeah? Anita has to cook because she has children, but she don't like cooking shit. Yeah? And Namara loves to cook. And she cooks amazing food. She loves to cook. Anita, when she calls me, she don't ask for nothing. Don't ask for nothing. Anita, call me at any time. Anytime Anita asks me something, she gets it straight away. Because she never asked me for nothing. She is somebody who's just responsible and handles her shit. She got 3 boys, yeah? She got Mateo, who hates me. He hates me. He's the youngest one, and he hates me. He loves my son, but he hates me. If I walk into a room, he walks out. And I feel like I heard him say, fuck this guy. I'm saying that he said that. I'm sure he said that. I believe he said that. And you got Enzo. Enzo has autism. He has the kind of autism where he doesn't, his vocal isn't you know, there, but he speaks to me. And that's how it works sometimes. They just find someone that they connect with for whatever reason. And sometimes it might be just how I am with him, but he's like my favorite, you know what I mean? Beautiful boy. By the way, Anita is like, all her kids are half Italian. And we knew this was coming. Oh, we knew this was coming. You got in her bedroom when she was a young. No Jodeci, no H-Town, nothing. Just all these men from Beverly Hills, 90210, blood. All these, just Backstreet Boys, fucking New Kids on the Block. What? Where's the mature? Nothing, blood. We knew this was coming. Right? And then you got Nico. Nico's our oldest. Nico's just tall and he's got a big bottom. Nico's just bottom, he got a woman bottom. I don't know, But you call Nico walk over to you like this, like. I don't want to be around when he grows up, but I don't call no grown man and he walking to me like this, man. She wanted me to take them carnival. I said, I ain't taking Nico, blood. Nico get around, fuck around, start twerking by accident. I ain't fucking with that shit, you get me? I love Ania's kids. Then you got Namara. Now Namara, she's the black sheep. She's the one that she piss everybody off. Oh, Namara. She cooked food so good, but every time she cooked for you, she bring over food and you didn't ask for it. And you know she wants something. So sometimes I don't even take the food no more. No, I ain't full, I'm full. Don't want it. Namara will call you, ask you for £400, just smooth. Nothing light, you know, she just start at the top. Yeah, can you give me 1,500 please, huh? She won't tell you what you need it for, just I need it. I need it, but you're supposed to, and she says borrow like she's ever going, she ain't giving back nothing. Why do people just ask, just say, can I have it? Don't, she asked to borrow it like it's coming back. She pay me back in food. The youngest one's Danielle. Danielle is like this little beautiful black baby. Naomi Campbell, just model. She's got attitude, she got ego, she got style. You put glasses on her, she walk like this. Can't chat to Danielle, you get me? Danielle's 2. Can't chat to her about nothing. Put glasses on her, she feel like she's the thing. Then you got Maya. Yeah, I'm worried about Maya. Maya, she's growing up. She's growing up, man. Her body's just developing a bit too much, man. I know I'm gonna have to punch people up. I'm gonna have to punch people up, man. I know, man, I'm gonna be on her, bro. Do you know what I mean? And she's very long. Uncle Kojo, guess what this boy said to me? Shut up, man. Don't talk to no fucking boys. Boys are evil. You don't talk to none of them. Don't even talk to me. Talk to me about no boys. Then you got Carl. Carl's ignorant. I hosted my first Christmas dinner, right? Because I was like, you know what? I have to be responsible now. This is where I'm at in my life. I need to bring everyone out round to mine. I hosted my first Christmas dinner. Had a great time. Everyone's playing together. Mateo, my son Roman, everyone's having a good time. Everything's great, right? Time to clean up. Everyone ate. Everyone opened their presents. And when I buy gifts for my nephews, they love it because I actually get what they want. I don't get them fuckery that I got. Brief. Remember what the shit they used to get? Brief. Every year, brief. One brief. Not even like the triple pack. Yes. You always need one. Bro, I light them up. Do you get me? Because I know what kids want. So, you know, and I ask them what do they want as well. Do you know what I mean? Because nothing better than getting what you want, right? So Carl always gets what he wants with me, always. So I ask him, you're the oldest. Everyone else is cleaning up. Everyone else is cleaning up, tidying up. You're the oldest one lying down, watching everybody work like Mexicans. So I said to Carl, why are you not helping? Get up and help everybody else. He's one of them. I said, what are you doing all that for? You're the oldest one. You should be setting an example. Come and help everybody. Oh, I don't want to. And you can't say that to me. Because I will be like, okay, cool. You stay there. Stay there and just watch everyone. Don't move from that seat. And we all cleaned up around him. About 10 minutes later, he asked his mum if he could get a drink in my house. His mum said, you gotta ask Uncle Kojo. Straight away. Can you ask him for me? So no, it's Uncle Kojo's house. You ask him to go into his fridge and ask for a drink. And she said, I'm sure he will say yes. And I was like, I don't know who you told her. Don't chat for me. Don't chat for me. Do you know what I mean? You already owe me money. Don't chat to me. Don't do that. It's my house. He could have come and asked me. Yeah? She said, listen, if you go to Uncle Kojo and you apologize for not helping, yeah, I'm sure he will get you to come and he'll allow you to have a drink. Comes up to me with attitude. Does this look apologetic? You remember when you wanted to go out and you asked your parents or something? You clean up the house, you did all kind of things before you asked. He come up here with his dry hand, ain't lift up nothing. Uncle Kojo, can I get some drink, please? I said, no, you ain't getting no drink. You didn't help us clean. You didn't do nothing like that. Yeah? He goes, I'm sorry. And that's not enough for me. What are you sorry for? Break it down. I want to know why you're sorry. Tell me why you're sorry. Because I'm sorry because I didn't help you clean. This is what they do when they're waiting for you to give them the green light. I said, okay, look, well, thank you for your apology. Now go and sit back down. And he was crying, big you, taller than me, you know, crying. Tall baby cry. Every time he's doing that, his mouth was getting more white. And then what he started to do here, he went up to the fridge. I don't know if he thought his tears were going to open the fucking door. So sit down, you ain't get no drink. You ain't get no drink. You're rude, the house is already clean, and you didn't help us. And your mum owes me £2,000. Sit the fuck down. Love my family. I got two younger brothers as well. I got Ben and Patrick. They're very close. My mum had them very, very close. They're very close. And Ben is 6 foot tall, handsome, very attractive boy. Every time you call him, every time he FaceTime, he's got a next gal in his bed. Patrick is very business savvy. Patrick was in charge of my mum's funeral. You know, sometimes in life, yeah, you might be the oldest, but sometimes when you're chosen, you're chosen for that role. Patrick was just leading it. And I'll tell you, I'll share this with you guys. One of the things that happened, right, which happens at a lot of funerals, people tell me is that, you know, people always say to me, listen, bro, it's a funeral, try and keep your family together because there's going to be arguments. So what are we talking about, bro? My family, mad. Don't stand for none of that shit. No one ain't fighting, no one ain't doing no foolishness. We're going to go celebrate my mum's life, and no one's going to be that disrespectful to do that in my yard. Here come Namara. She still owe me money, and now she want to do fuckery. So in the Ghana tradition, when you lose your mother, the oldest sister becomes your new mum. Yeah? The oldest sister becomes your new mother. My Aunt Diana. My Aunt Diana is one of them Africans. She thinks she's nice. She still thinks she's like 21, you know? Hey, sweetie. Hey, sweetie. Are you in Los Angeles? You still in Los Angeles? She thinks she's lit, you know? So sit down, man. Feeling herself. But she is like our new mother, right? Now, I'm cool with all my aunts. My aunts love me, I love them, they're cool. Mum had an argument with them, right? Before she passed, she wasn't all the way cool with them, but I look at it as the siblings. They argue, that's what happens, right? And what happens in funerals, people always tell you what somebody dead said when they were alive. That's when the devil start working. Because they ain't here to, you know, to kind of rectify that. You know what I mean? They just make it show. So Namara, go out there, and with our funeral, there was the elders, you know. This African tradition, they're not, just not no funeral where you just go and just go home. There's a process, you know what I mean? They got to hand over the family to your aunt, right? Here come Namara. My mum don't want her being our new mum. He just jumped out in front of all the elders and embarrassed my aunt. Embarrassed my aunt. My aunt's son jumped up and he went to attack Namara. Big, I see WWE, chairs getting flinged around. I see people's wigs coming off, blood. Hey, it was a mess. It was a mess. This was like 3 days after the whole thing. It was a mess. I was like, what the fuck is going on, man? What is going on? And it just ruined everything. And then people had to leave, and it would just cause this big division in the family. And then I had to go around to my aunts, yeah, and I had to apologize. And she said, no, Kojo, you did nothing wrong. Bring that one. Bring that one. They weren't even naming her that one. Bring that one. So I had to come back, literally, I had to take my sister around to my aunt to apologize. And my sister, when she said it with chest. So now, yeah, I said, Namara, you fuck this up. Just let them talk. I don't give a fuck if you agree with them. So you already owe me £2,000. Your son didn't clean my house. Don't fuck this up. Just let them talk. I don't care if they call you a bitch. You shut the fuck up. I'm just letting them fucking talk. Oh, Namara come out with some performance, you know? She's like, oh, auntie. Oh, all on her knees and all that shit, because you got to get on your knees when you're sorry. You can't be, the African woman, you can't apologize on 2 feet, like. I don't think they forgave her, but they let her slide, you get me? But it was tough, man. But I learned so much about my mum. I didn't know my mum was an actress, right? I've been carrying this whole career of mine and looking at my siblings, looking at my dad, looking at all these other people and saying, where do I get this from? My mum never once told me she was in the arts. So when I found out, when my aunt told me, I cried. I cried so much because I was like, wow, like a piece of me that I felt was missing, it was there all the time. And I said to her, why didn't mum tell me this? She goes like, I don't know, because my mum was a big star. My mum would have all the kids run down. She was like on this big TV show in Ghana, and this is like when they had one channel, blood. And probably one TV in the town. You know what I mean? And everyone would watch it. And they would see her, and they would run after her. After school, they'd run after her. And I'm like, my mum's been in this business. My mum's creative, you know? And I just never knew where it came from. And to hear that when she's no longer here, I had so much questions. I felt like frustrated. I was like, oh, this is mad. And then, you know, I was talking about, you know, my mum kind of like, you know, not being there for us and just growing up. But what she did in that time, and she raised other people. And when we went to her memorial, right, that is when I saw the power of my mum's presence and I understood what purpose is. And we all have responsibilities to our children, but we also have purpose. And that's God-given, and you can't mess with that. Now, when you're a child, and when we were a child, we wanted our mother, but the truth is we didn't need her because where she left us was heaven. We was looked after, we was clothed, we was fed, we was in nothing. There was no one harming us, we was good. My aunt raised some good kids. And my mum, when I was at a memorial, I sat there and I saw all these strangers share stories about my mum. And that's when it's like, I'd forgiven my mum, but I really forgave her when I was at the memorial because I understood that those people needed her more than we did. And as a child, it's very hard for you to understand that sometimes, yeah? But while your parents say, hey, I encourage all of you to speak to them. Ask them questions. Ask them questions. Ask them questions. You know, I spent 10 years not talking to my mother. 10 whole years not talking to my mum. And then we patched up our friendship and we became so close. She was every step of the way. She was there for my son Roman, contacting us. She lived in America. She never once met Roman in real life. And I was gonna take her to see him because of the pandemic as well. Right, because Roman was born 2018, and then it was like 2019 pandemic, you know, and then we was going to take him in August to see her, and my mum passed away August 31st. Do you see what I'm trying to say? So I wanted to celebrate her because my mum did a lot. I understand that as a woman, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. And as a woman, and just me being on the other side of it, you know, I never really appreciated a woman's journey because I'm not a woman. And I don't ever believe I truly will ever understand what you lot go through. But I understand that whatever you do, just think about the bigger picture. My mum delivered. In her absence, she left us an amazing home, 11 bedrooms. She looked after all of these kids. All of these kids, there's so much people that she raised. I went to Boston where she lived and a whole community of people came out for my mother. Her time and her absence away from us was not wasted. Do you see what I'm trying to say? Whatever you decide to do, man, bring home the fruit. Do you know what I mean? And I'm thankful God spared her life enough for us to see all the beauty that she did. And then she left when it was time for her to go. Guys, God bless you all. Thank you so much for coming out, man. I appreciate you all, real talk. Make some noise for my mum, man. I'll see you guys soon, man. God bless.